Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is LouAnn and welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to be doing a recipe out of slow cooker gooseberry patch slow cooker, and of course for the month of December I am going to be trying to do like dips and sauces and stuff like that, like appetizers. Today we will be making Rosemary's chili cheese dip, which to my understanding on the recipe it says is good over hot dogs and broccoli and all that stuff. So I will be putting it over hot dogs and we're going to use it as dip. It's going to be a twofer. And will be tonight's supper as well. And oh, this is a start for this channel, Slowcookerpaloosa. So I hope y'all join in and enjoy all these slow cooker recipes that me and LouAnn over there at Blackberry Rock Homestead Anime might jump into. Who knows? Anyway, so let's go and jump in and let me turn the camera around and let me show you how to make this dip. The very first thing we need to do, we need to brown and drain our hamburger meat and of course get our crock pot, which I'm using a very small crock pot, like one you would use for dips or parties or whatever. So we're gonna brown and drain this hamburger meat first. So while the hamburger meat is browning, I'm going to add a pint of Rotel tomatoes. This is homemade from my garden, per se. So it calls for two 10-ounce cans of Rotel tomatoes with chilies. I'm going to put 1 pint, so hopefully that is enough. So I drop everything, and the next step is to add our chili seasoning, which I'm going to add my homemade chili seasoning to this, and then we will be adding some Velveeta, which I gotta melt that, but I am going to go ahead and put my seasoning in there and wait for my ground beef to get brown before adding the rest. If I were to have deer burger, for sure I would be using deer burger, but as of yet, hubby hasn't gotten a deer. So hopefully when I'm filming this this weekend, this is the week before November when I am filming this. So my hamburger meat is about all browned up, but I'm going to let it go a little bit more before we add it to our crock pot. The next step besides adding the hamburger meat and turning it on warm, we need to cut up our Velveeta. It called for a 32-ounce package, but I only got a 16-ounce package because this stuff is expensive. This little box was about $7. So I'm going to cut this up and then we will be microwaving it 5 to 6 minutes until it's melted. You're supposed to stir after 3 minutes, and FYI, I have never made this recipe, so bear with me and hopefully it does good. The recipe says I may add another can of tomato sauce. Tomato with chili, Rotel. It says to keep this warm until we add the cheese, and it says to warm it up after you add the cheese. So that is what I'm doing. I think I'm going to add another can to this. I would not recommend heating your Velveeta up in the microwave. I'd be heating it up once a minute and stirring it for every time because it just did not work. Now we need to heat this up thoroughly, and then this will be done and it will be over. We're going to be putting it over hot dogs, and we are going to use it as a dip as well. So I hope it tastes good, y'all. It does. So hopefully this will be good. So we'll just have to wait and see. So now while I'm getting my hot dogs boiled, we're going to let this warm up.